Hello, aren't you able to cope up with the responsibility of your business? The responsibility of your business is very huge. And so, at times, you fail to cope up with your responsibility. Right? All right. Yeah, you have hit the nail on the head. The construction of the sentence is wrong because of the wrong use of a preposition. I've told cope up with, which is absolutely incorrect. After cope, never use up. Simply cope with. I can cope with this problem, or I can't cope with the responsibility of my job. Whatever you like, but cope with, not cope up with. But in India, you will often hear people using cope up. That's absolutely incorrect, my dear friends. Do not use that. People will laugh at you. Those who know English will simply feel that you don't know English. So better to avoid such wrong use of prepositions. What's the necessity of unnecessarily using this kind of prepositions indiscriminately? What's the necessary? It's not necessary at all. Aren't you agreeing with me, my dear? Are you up with me? Are you up with me means actually, do you agree with me? Yes. All right. Then next, another very, very silly mistake and common mistake of the Indian students. Do you have difficulty in speaking English? Do you have difficulty in speaking English? Yeah? Right, exactly. Here once again you see unnecessarily the preposition in has been used. Do you have difficulty speaking English? Do you have difficulty solving this problem? So just when the construction is you have difficulty, or he has difficulty, or I have difficulty, or she has difficulty, or Jack has difficulty, simply use plus verb plus ing. All right? Remember this. This is the rule. And you should remember this. He has no problem, not only in case of difficulty, but in case of problem also. He has no problem in going to school every morning. Yes, that's right. Once again, the unnecessary redundant use of the preposition in. He has no problem going to school in the morning. All right? I don't think that it will be at all, this kind of similar mistakes should be made by my friends from now onwards. Because I have already brought to your kind notice the fact that this kind of constructions are absolutely incorrect. All right, let's see what else is there on the list today. Well, you will often see another very, very common mistake of the Indian students, and that is, do you prefer chicken more than mutton? I prefer tea more than coffee. Yes, after prefer, never use any degree word. After prefer, do not use any degree word. More, better, or whatever you say. More will never be used after the use of prefer. So what will be used? No more, no than, nothing, simply to, T or to. I prefer tea to coffee. Do you prefer chicken to mutton? Prefer chicken to mutton. All right? No more use of more. All right. Next word is there. Do you have the required equipments to climb the mountain? Yes, I have the equipments. Absolutely wrong. Yes, my dear. Equipment is never pluralized. Equipment is always equipment. It is never equipments. So, do you have the required equipment? Now, if you want to lay emphasis on the plurality of this particular word equipment, then it is better for you to use many pieces of equipment. You need many pieces of equipment or many items of equipment in order to climb the mountain or rock. All right? This is a very common mistake. I have often come across such mistakes in my society. You too must have done the same. Please, from now onwards, we will not make this kind of silly errors. All right? Moreover, if you want to just appear at any competitive examination, these sentences will help you there. Because error correction, when you just see there is a question on error correction and a similar sort of mistake is there, then you can easily rectify the error. You can easily identify the error. Okay? Let's see what is there next. She is having 2 children. How many children are you having? Right. Have, H-A-V-E, have. When this word have is used to mean possess, P-O-S-S-E-S-S, never add ing to this word. So never say, I am having, he is having, she is having. No, not that. Do you have children? I have 1 child. She has 2 children. Okay? Not she is having. In the same way, often people will say, my uncle is having 5 cars. Even after that, he is willing to buy another. Now, your uncle is not having cars. Your uncle has cars. No ing. Your uncle has 5 cars. But in spite of that, he is willing to buy another. This is use. So when, simple rule, remember this rule. When have is used in the sense of possess, do not use ing. Okay? Moreover, if you add ing to have, in case of the first sentence we made, that is, are you having children? It will mean absolutely something different. For example, you are asking your American friend, an American lady is your friend, and you are asking her, are you having children? My gosh, she will simply blush. Why? Because if you add ing to have and ask somebody, are you having children? Very naturally she will blush. Because there, this sentence means, are you giving birth to children? She is having a baby. That means she is giving birth to a baby. You have gone to the hospital to see some lady who is supposed to give birth to a child, and you have asked the nurse where she is, and the nurse says she is having a baby. She is having the baby. All right, that means she is in the labor room, in the delivery room. So do not ask by mistake even, are you having children, especially if that's a lady. Okay? Do not, please. Well, let's move on to the next error that we often come across. And that is, he has completed his graduate course last year. What's the error? Identify the error. He has completed his graduate course last year. Tense sequence. My dear, tense sequence. In one of my videos, I told you that tense sequence plays a very vital role. So in this sentence also we see that the time mentioned is last year. As the time mentioned is last year or yesterday, whenever these kind of words are there in the sentence, always remember the sentence must be in simple past tense. So, he has completed is wrong. He completed his graduate course last year. So, do not use present perfect tense when there are words of this type. Last year, yesterday, this kind of words. Or last day. You understand what I say? All right. No more in this video. We will be learning more in the videos to come. So those of you who are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel and let the channel grow. My dear, please, I want to see your valuable, precious comments. Thank you very much. See you again in the next session.